Hello friends, welcome to my whimsical bird 1, my first bird. I have done 3 of these, so you should be seeing a couple other videos with this guy. So I have these puzzle pieces from the Dollarama that I was making altered puzzle pieces. Got kind of bored after a couple pieces doing this just puzzles, so I decided to do whimsical birds with them, at least a few of them. And here I'm showing this punch that I use. It's kind of like a leather punch. It works for tin, it works for different products, and I've been using it for a few years and it's still pretty sharp. And this whole size I use almost all the time. It's quite common for my rivets, so I just wanted to share that. I'm using chipboard. It's pretty heavy, so I'm just showing that I can really get in there and get through that chipboard. It doesn't bend. Like, this is solid stuff, so it worked really good. I was surprised. So there, I'm getting my holes done. Just wanted to share that. Picked it up at Princess Auto for like under $12. It's a 2-piece set. One part punches the holes and the other part adds the rivets in there. So I made a pattern so I could kind of get the right head size for each puzzle piece for my birds. I kind of sketched the puzzle piece on there, traced that, and then sketched my birds and decided to design my wings the way I wanted to design them. So each piece is different and has different wings, has a different bird. And then that's my back piece. Now I'm gonna just cut out cardboard, recycled cardboard from a box. It's actually a cracker box, and that's where I'm getting my whimsical bird, the wood for. I'm just showing here the other piece to the set here. I did this on live stream in International Crafters, so that's why people are asking, well, they want to see the other part and how it worked. So it's a 2-piece set, as the other one does the rivets or the eyelets, and yeah, it was like $12 at Princess Auto, so pretty good, and it even came with some eyelets. So look at hardware stores for a lot of your craft supplies. You can totally get them cheaper. Here I am sanding some of the sheen. I was seeing if it was going to peel off. I'm sanding the sheen so then I can just put the gesso on there without kind of cracking off or flaking off later on. Here's my cracker box, just cutting it up to size a little bit better. I'm tracing my picture on there, and then that's going to be the back of my bird. The back that goes right behind the puzzle and for the head of my bird. So I'm cutting that out, and then as well as I got to cut out some wings. Now I wanted to sandwich the wings in between this piece and have it just a nice finished looking piece at the end. So that is what I decided to do. So then if I want anything to kind of stick out or sandwich anything in between there, I could do that. For instance, I did end up putting some lace in between there, and it just sitting there really perfectly flat in between the layers, and I didn't have the lace sticking out in the back or anything like that, and I really like that. So here I am cutting my wings out. I did the wings separately. I kind of like the option of doing it that way. Flipped it over, do my other wing, and there we go. And each bird had their own design. Each bird was different because look, if you can see the puzzle shapes, they're all different. So here is how that guy went. I want to keep the wings in that position, and then I just...
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay, I'm not sure where I was going. Anyways, I glued the wings to the puzzle piece first of all, put the book paper on them, and on both the bird and the head and the wings. And I'm just tracing out the second one. I ended up just doing one bird per video, so didn't know how long I was going to be able to do a video for, and I'm like, yeah, I was just going to work on one bird. Talking to Nikki, and she's like, I think we only have time for one, so we were playing with that. And she did her own little version of whimsical bird. She did bird chain, which was really cute. And I just put all this book paper all over this guy. And this was one of the ones we were crafting together on International Crafters. I got a couple more videos that I was doing, and I was crafting on International Crafter streaming with Nikki, but she wasn't crafting She was doing something else, working on something else. So this today was just us crafting together on the whimsical birds together, and yeah, it was fun. So this is where I put the ribbon in there, and I put another one on top, and I just kind of sandwiched it. That's what gives me the opportunity to sandwich some things in there. And so I just tacky glued that down and get some ribbons and whatnot in there. And it helps to hold it down, having it totally the whole back there, pushing it together, sandwiching it together. It worked for me. It was really awesome. And that was that. So I ended up having to do the wings here too. I should have collaged them all before I glue them on, but I didn't. My first one. I think I did the same thing with another one. I don't know. So here I am just playing with this frill. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Do the Mod Podge. I gotta do the book paper. It just strengthens it up. I can't say it right now. And then you got a little bit of something. When I put a little bit of gesso over, you got a little bit of something in the background. I like that. So that's why I did it. And I like it. Getting that wings in there. And then I just put white gesso all over the guy. And you can still see through, which is really nice. And I do a couple layers on his puzzle piece. And I like it, because I want that part to kind of cover. So dry that up, do a couple layers. There I am drying it up, just like just totally went crazy on this one. Crazy, no order. It was all chaos. Trying to let some of that book paper dry, and then I gotta cut it with the scissors and then gesso it a bit. It's a little difficult to cut when it's wet, so it's just like, yeah, let it dry. Okay, so then I just used my slick sticks here, and these are, you can buy them at Target. When they had Target in town here in Canada, I bought some. I like them. And yeah, so I just used that to start off and do, just playing around, get the bird shaded and whatever I thought. And then I'm looking for a button eye. I think I use a screw after, like a, not a screw, like a bolt. But I put a button eye on there for now, just to get my feel of it. And then I found the bolt, and I'm like, yeah, I think I like the bolt. So I'm pretty sure I changed that. And I'm using this turquoise fluid acrylic from DecoArts on here. Finding all these cute little pieces. Now I'm just thinking, okay, what do I want to do? I want to do like a collage, like a total cool, adding everything, altered. Not altered, just totally gluing a bunch of stuff on there. Can't think of the name right now, but just totally enjoying that and piling his belly up with cool, unique things and make it really mixed media altered piece. So here's some chain legs. I'm like, okay, I'm going everywhere with this. I didn't even have like an order. I just all of a sudden like, oh, legs, oh, look, belly, oh, legs again, you know. So I was pulling things out as I seen them. I was getting excited for each piece. So I had some little jump rings here that I was working on, throwing them on. These were pretty big ones, so then I can get around the puzzle piece. And the chain. To do that, cut a couple of legs. This turned out to be such a cute project. I have put them on the bookshelf and let their legs dangle over. So cute. I made a little string, kind of a hoop here, like a, I don't know, a circle-y thing here on his chest, and I put the crown on it, and I'm like trying to get the light bulb in there and finding different things. I ended up finding a buckle, put some flowers in that wreath. That's what it is, like kind of a string wreath on his chest. I was trying to get the part where his heart is, you know, this like a little bit of a circular part over there, like a little nest or something. So that's what I did. So I had white flowers, I dipped them in, watered down my paint, and I dipped them in there and got them turquoise. I added gold to it, and I just back and forth with gold, back and forth with touches of white and whatever, just to get the colors right. Found a piece of earring there, threw that in there, trying to find something perfect for my light bulb, which I did. Like I said, I found this really cool buckle. that's with my fine liner and doing that around the whole edge. I had no idea at first what I was going to put on this bird, so stalling. Stalling! Here's a couple of buckles. There's a nice tin kind of buckle or something. Put that on there, loved it. There goes this perfect spot for my light bulbs to sit in there. My one light bulb, like that. I'm putting buttons on things, and that was a purple misters from DecoArts, and I got his collar a little bit darker there, which I like. Green buttons, and I got paint on them. I add paint on them. Add paint kind of everywhere. I don't like to gesso over everything necessarily and then cover it all one color and then make it another color. I kind of like some of the natural color coming through, but I kind of want to blend it in. So that's what I'm doing with these guys. I kind of leave some of the natural, but blend it in to kind of match what's in there. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So this is my guy, and I end up putting some beads for his feet and sealing it in with some glue sealer, and that was it. This is my birdie. I was really happy with this guy. My first one went by really quick, and I think I add the beads. I think I had the beads in here, but I have some little feet. So cute! They're little Chinese metal beads, and they look perfect for his little feet. Oh yes, and I had to add my cardboard bird, B for bird, so I would love that. And I needed to get that in there. And all three birds have, and this is a little, I was just playing around, it's a little piece of cardboard, it looks like a little spring. And all three birds have a light bulb and a bee. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I had so much fun making these, and yeah, check out my other two videos. They'll be coming up soon. Thanks guys. Bye bye.